Hey everyone, it's my NBN deck once more versus another Andromeda. I love playing Andromeda against Andromeda for two reasons. One, sweep. Two, more importantly, my deck is constructed to kill Andromedas, and I identify that my Andromedas will be strong in the meta that I'm in. So having a defense for your typical Andromeda Datasucker deck would be pretty important, as I'm looking to go to a store championship pretty soon. So just as I expected, this Andromeda whips out her Datasucker and starts rampaging on my R&D. There's nothing much I can do about it because I believe this is the hand I mulligan into. It has only one piece of ice, so that has to go on HQ, not R&D, obviously. Luckily I draw into more ice, so I get to defend R&D now. However, the ice on HQ was a pop-up window, which I'm very worried about because account siphon. Well, not really. I'm fine with it. And here is why my deck shines. You don't see the program trashing coming. You just get your Datasucker trash. So much effort wasted last turn in getting Datasucker tokens all down the drain. Fantastic start for me. Now Andromeda's back to being raidless. Emergency shutdown, big deal. I have 10 credits. The only worry is that HQ is porous. Even though I'm gaining credits each time he runs, I'm still bleeding agendas, and I certainly don't want him to come in anymore. So the wraparound goes on HQ. It has the added bonus of stopping any future siphon runs. Of course, I res it. Usually it's better not to res the ice, but I have so many agendas in hand that I'm definitely forced to res it this time. Here I let the rotor turret go because, well, I mean, he has already lost his surprise factor because he knows it's a rotor turret. But I'm not going to waste credits to res the rotor turret at this point. Because who knows, he might be running Parasite. Parasite Recursion ND. That'll be interesting. I learned my lesson from the last game against Wizard. I'm not going to leave breaking news in my hand for him to steal eventually when he gets his Corroder out. So I'm definitely scoring my breaking news. And not a moment too soon because the Corroder came in and siphoned. He siphoned on his third click, which really made me wish I had a close account in my hand right now. I have two in my deck, but, well, unfortunately, I don't have either of them right with me right now. That would be perfect, absolutely perfect to play right now. But since I have no form of tech punishment just yet, Jackson Howard, I can't find the close accounts. However, I did find a Power Shutdown, and I'm definitely using that while he still only has a single Corroder up. This is why my deck is so good against Andromeda. Andromeda likes playing only the key breakers that she needs to break through, whether it's a single Corroder or a single York. You can easily exploit this vulnerability with program trashing and program trashing ice and Power Shutdown. Power Shutdown works very effectively against both of Andromeda's strongest tools, Corroder and Datasucker. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but now Andromeda threatens with R&D interface. That is dangerous. I'll need to stop her very soon. So, I consider, should I put the RSVP or the Enigma onto R&D? RSVP would be a better stopper, but I decided that I needed the credits more. Fair enough. The thing about R&D interface is that it's very scary because now Andromeda only needs to run your R&D once every 2 turns instead of every single turn to maintain R&D lock, which is exactly what Andromeda is trying to do. So to prevent that, I need to keep her out of R&D, and she knows that there's a rotor turret. So now I definitely RSVP is not going to help against Fairy because it costs 0 for Fairy to break through rotor turret. But still, I put an RSVP there because I don't think he's going to use the Fairy to break through rotor turret. And even if he does, no big deal. The Fairy is trash. And then I trash his same old thing. It was definitely a move that was worth it because I didn't want him siphoning me again. I know it cost me 2 extra credits to trash it, whereas it doesn't cost him any credits to install it. But it was very important to make sure that he didn't have the option of using indexing again or using siphon again, because you never know when he'll come up with his second Corroder or yes, just index me to death, or the Maker's Eye, whichever the case might be. It's all very scary. So I force him to use his fairy on my roto turret, and that's that. He cannot get through anymore. I draw into another Power Shutdown. This time not much use. You look at his rig. It has been 9 turns. Each of us has taken 9 turns. His rig, he has no rig. His Datasucker was trash. His Corroder was Power Shutdown. And he's not that rich either. It looks like as if he's just started the game. And I'm already expanding. I already have my Sensen out, and I have enough credits to rest the Sensen and score my Astro Script. I'm in such a good position right now, and he's in trouble. He finally cleared the text, and now he has 2 same old things out. So that is looking quite scary. Well, I'll take advantage of this window while he's down to score my Astro Script. Thank you very much. I have another 3 points in hand, which would bring me up to a total of 6 points, so I'm feeling very comfortable right now. He still has no rig. He cannot break through my roto turret, he cannot break through my wraparound or my RSVP. So he gets the Mimic, and now he tries to run R&D. This time I have to let him through, because I have not enough credits to rest the RSVP, but the turn after, you watch out. The very fact that he pulled out the Mimic instead of the Corroder also told me something very important. He has no more Corroders in his stack. This is very important. This means that HQ is safe, essentially, because he would definitely pull the Corroder out instead to cipher me to death with his 2 same old things. The very fact that he didn't pull a Corroder out told me that he couldn't. He had no way of doing so. He spent the last few clicks gaining credits. With a simple breaking news close accounts combo, I wiped out all his efforts. Oh man, I felt so good after doing that. This is why I play close accounts in this deck, and this is why breaking news is so powerful. He spent his entire of next turn gaining 4 credits. Mission accomplished. He is so poor. He is completely shut down. All he has is a Mimic. What is that going to do? I have RSVP in front of R&D. It's not going to do anything. He is at his lowest right now. He uses same old thing to use dirty laundry. This is how desperate he is. He's spending 2 clicks and the same old thing to gain 3 credits. He is really, really being very heavily suppressed by all my program trashing. And this is why my NBN deck is so good against Andromedas. Okay, look at how desperate he is right now. He is spamming the wraparound just so that he can account cipher me. Wow. Fine, you can have your credits. I'm just gonna score the build and win. Yes, so admittedly he played rather carelessly. You should never install a naked Corroder if you only have 1 in your stack, and you should be careful with running into ice with just a Datasucker out. But at the end of the day, even forcing Andromedas to play more cautiously is a huge win for any corp. If you can make the Andromeda play more cautiously, like threatening flat lines, if you are Wayland, or Psychographics here, NBN, or in this case close accounts, and trashing your same old things, you're going to do very well against Andromedas. And this, I think, is the key to securing a victory against Andromedas. And it's something that my HB deck previously sorely lacked. So I think with this game, I'm definitely solidifying my choice of bringing NBN into a serious competition. I think it's very effective, but at the same token, I need to learn how to play effectively against decks with recursion, shapers, and some anarchs, parasite anarchs basically. Program trashing won't do you much good if they can recurse their programs back to their hand, so that's something I'll be looking out for. But against Andromedas, I think I'm pretty solid right now. Thanks for watching. You can try the same deck yourself too. Trust me, it's very effective. See you around.